Hello students, today we are going to do more graphing of linear inequalities and we're going to practice getting the inequalities into slope-intercept form. Always remembering that if you divide or multiply by a negative number that's going to be in front of y, you must change your sign. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 5, and 7 here on 7.4b. So the first thing I want to do on number 1, again I want it to be y is it equal or is less than or greater than or whatever mx plus b, like y equals mx plus b. So the first thing I need to do is add x to both sides. I put 2y, watching for the sign there, is less than or equal to, and then I'm going to put my x first, and then plus b, which is 4 as of right now. Now we need to finish, and we're going to divide by the number in front of y, and we divide everything by that number. If nothing's in front of x, we're going to put a 1 there. So we're done, and it's y equals 1, not equals, is less than or equal to 1/2 x plus 2. And we're done. Okay? Did I ever divide by a negative? No. Then I didn't need to change the sign and I'm finished. Okay, let's go on to number 5. We're going to go ahead and subtract 2x from both sides. And this time there's a subtract y right there, and that becomes negative y. And it's greater than. And we're going to put the x first, so it's negative 2x plus 1. If this is positive, it becomes plus 1. If it had been a negative 1, it would have been minus 1. Now it's a negative y, so I've got to make that a positive y, so I'm going to divide by a negative 1 and divide everything by a negative 1. Okay, guess what? I divided by a negative, so I have to switch my signs. This divided by negative is 2x, plus 1 divided by negative 1 is minus 1. And that's how you do that problem. Okay, now we're going to go on to number 7. This time we're going to graph each inequality, and then we're going to give 3 solutions to it. So anyway, we're going to move the x over again by add or subtract. And again, this is just lots of practice for you. Bring this, watch for the sign right there, 2y greater than or equal to, again, we list the x first, minus 4. Next thing we want to do is divide by what's in front of y, and we divide everything by that same number. And when there's nothing in front, we're going to go ahead and put a 1 here. All right, now we get y is greater than or equal. We didn't change it because we didn't divide by a negative or multiply by a negative. 1/2 x minus 2. Okay, because a negative 4 divided by positive 2 is negative 2. So to graph that, we start at b, which is the y-intercept, so negative 2. Put a point there. Now, this is a positive slope, so I'm going to go up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. I could also go down 1 over 2. And again, making sure it's a positive slope, goes up and to the right. Okay? And that's, and then you want to go ahead and it's greater than or equal to. So if it's greater than or equal to, I make sure it's a solid line. And then if it's greater than, it's going to be above the line. So that would be up here. So we have to shade that. And now we're going to give 3 solutions. So 0, 0's in there, so that should be 1 solution. And I'm going to check that because it's the easiest one to check. So I put 0 plus 0. Is 0 going to be greater than or equal to negative 4? Yes, it is, so it should be shaded. Another one I can see is maybe 1, 0. That's also shaded right here. So if I put 1, 0, let's see if that's a true statement. 1 would be negative 1 plus 2 times 0. Is that greater than or equal to negative 4? This cancels out because it's 0. Is negative 1 greater than or equal to negative 4? Yes, so we know that's a solution. Okay, we need to pick one more. And I think it's easy enough to go 2, 0. So I'm going to go 2, 0. And I'm going to say 2, negative 2, plus 2 times 0. Is that greater than or equal to 4? Negative 4. 2 times 0, 0. So I'm going to cross that out. Is negative 2 greater than or equal to negative 4? And the answer is yes. So you know those three solutions do fit with that graph. So hopefully that gives you a good start. You will need to do both sides. Good luck, students. Have fun. You rock.